Hey everyone, my name is Hazel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're a regular, welcome back. I appreciate it. Today we're going to be talking about aesthetics and what you can do to become the best version of yourself. I know that superficial things aren't important and the way that other people see us aren't important, but sometimes we just want to feel like, the it girl, the stuff. So if you want to know what you can do best to make sure that you feel like the best version of yourself, then keep watching. So there are so many things that go into being that girl or that guy. And today I'm going to be talking about the things that you can do to realistically be that girl or that guy, and the things that you can do to top it off if you can afford to. And the first thing we're going to talk about is your mental and perceptive self. Now these are parts of you that are a lot more intellectual, that are a lot more brainy, a lot more mind related, and things that you can do that will just make you feel great. Probably not now, but in the long run. Being a baddie isn't just about looking good and feeling good. It's also about doing things that make people go like, dang, she got her life in order. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing you can do is to study. Now, being a baddie, I don't know about you, but where I am, if you're smart and good looking, then you're definitely a baddie. You don't really have to be a genius to be a baddie, but at least try your best when it comes to your grades and try to maintain your dignity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that girl that's talking down on everyone who doesn't care about their grades. We are all different, but in my opinion, and I know that school isn't the only way to succeed in life, but I just feel like getting good grades is just part of the package for me. I feel like it's one of the things that makes people go like, wow, she's like this and she's like that and she's smart, like being smart is a turn on. So if you can work on that, then you go ahead. Don't like strain yourself to get like A stars and stuff, but at least don't be like completely neglectful, like do some, And the next thing I'm going to talk about is working on your vocabulary. Now, you don't have to be perfect at English. Honestly, it can be in whatever language you want, but I just think that one big thing that can influence the way people look at you is how fluent you are in your language. Now, I'm not talking like big words and like being all brainy, but I just mean articulate what you're saying, There's a certain habit of knowing what to say at the right time. It comes from really thinking about what I'm saying and learning how to properly communicate what I feel in an effective way. And so, just work on your English. Sometimes the way you speak puts an impression out on the way you are as a person. So work on that. Don't work on that. I'm sure you're still gonna be a baddie, but this is just my opinion. The next thing we're gonna talk about is taking care of your spirit and your soul. Now, you could be going out all the time, right? You could be going out all the time, having materialistic fun, spending money. You could be getting those good grades. You could be doing everything right and still feel like something's missing. If you're a real baddie, then you've got your body right, you've got your mind right, and you've got your spirit and your soul right. Doing things that feed your inner self, not just your outer self, your emotions, your morality, the deep things. Yes, sis, I went there, the deep things. Whether you're religious or not, whatever it is that makes your soul feel calm, then you do that. You know, whether you want to pray, whether you want to do manifestations, whether you want to go to church or do positive affirmations, whatever makes your soul feel good, you do that, and you do it often, because just as well as we have to balance our bodies with what we do physically, and the way we have to balance our minds with what we feel and think and put into ourselves mentally, we've also got to feed our souls and our spirits, and that makes a big difference in who you are. From personal experience, I tend to feel a lot more whole when I put just as much effort as I put into my body and my mind, into my spirit and my soul. So if you're trying to be a full-on baddie, then sis, bro, you better get to that soul work, because I'm telling you, it's worth it. Now when you're done with the mental, perceptive side of things, then we can get to your body, sis, because you know on social media ain't nobody gonna know what grades you got or how your spirit's feeling. But when you're on social media, and I know it's superficial, but I feel like naturally being a baddie, your physical appearance is what makes the most of it. And I feel like it's not the most important thing, but if you're trying to show the world that you're a baddie, you've got to show the world that you're a baddie. So when it comes to your body, you can do so many things, and I'm gonna start with physical fitness. Now, disclaimer, I'm not trying to promote body shaming or say that you've got to be a certain way to be a baddie, not at all, but fitness can play a big role in how you're perceived by other people. Personally, for me, I just make sure that I'm eating right and that I'm exercising, not for my body's physical appearance, but for my body's natural necessities. Now, I've met so many people in the world who think if they just exercise without eating right, that things will go great. And that does work for some people, but for most people, it won't. If I had to pick between exercising all the time and eating whatever I wanted, or eating clean and not having to exercise, I'd pick eating clean and not having to exercise. And I'm telling you now, it's been about 6 months. I have not exercised whatsoever, but I'm managing to keep my body great because I'm eating the right things. Obviously, if I did eating the right things with exercise, then I'd be a whole lot better, you know, physically speaking, which is great and all, but these are just tips, you know, on the body side of things. If you want to be a baddie, then you've got to care about what's going inside your body. And, you know, not just food, but that also has to do with the substances going through your body, whether you smoke or drink. I'm not saying you should stop, but in my opinion, I think you could do those things in better moderation. That is, if you care about the way you look more than how you feel. You know, if you want to get drunk all the time and that's like the way you have fun, that's how you feel like a baddie, then you do you. I'm not gonna stop you. You know, if you feel like smoking is a part of your life that you can't let go just to be a baddie, just to be that girl or that guy, then ditto, you know what I'm saying? You do you, that's none of my business. But personally speaking, and I'm not saying that I ever smoked or I ever drank, but I feel like, you know, keeping my body clean is what works for me, in the long run at least. And then from your body, we're gonna go to your face. Now, taking care of your face is a big factor, because 90% of the time on social media, that's what your followers are gonna see. Now, you don't have to go over the top and do expensive things, but, you know, wash your face twice a day. Have an affordable skincare routine, which, by the way, if you want me to do a proper skincare routine for you, let me know down in the comment section below and I will. But, you know, having a great skincare routine can drastically improve the appearance of your face and having a good face makes for a good picture, you know what I'm saying? So work on your face. It doesn't have to be nothing expensive, just as long as you're taking care of yourself, then you're being a true baddie for a real sis. And that goes for boys too, you know, taking care of your face. It's not a bad thing to have a skincare routine if you're a guy. You can have a skincare routine for guys. You can incorporate how you take care of your beard and whatever it is you do to take care of it and groom it. You know, those are all little things that are going to contribute to the way you're perceived. So I think it's a great thing to do for both guys and girls. The next thing we're going to talk about again is more of your physical presentation. Now, like I said before, disclaimer, I'm not promoting, you know, superficial things, but this is all from personal experience, and this is what makes me feel like a baddie. So next, we're going to talk about your physical presentation, and that has to do with your hair, your makeup, your clothes, and your accessories. Both girls and guys. Girls, you know, make sure your braids are always popping. Maybe you can't afford to get your hair done all the time. Learn it if you must. I don't know what you're gonna do. Put a wig on if that's easier for you. Just do whatever you can to make sure that your hair always looks good. There's always a way. There is always a way. You do not need to be stinking rich to look good. Makeup, learn a thing or two. You don't have to be outrageous with your makeup, you know, doing like lashes and, you know, triple foundation and baking your face. You don't. As long as you can learn one or two things, I'm telling you now, if you did nothing else but learned how to do good brows, I'm telling you that's already a step up on its own. You do not at all. Even I don't do full faces of makeup, not for YouTube, not for nothing. You know, I could probably count the amount of times in a year that I go full on out doing foundations and powders, setting powders, you know, concealers and all those kind of things. As long as you can do one or two things to upgrade the way you look, I'm telling you, you've done the most. You know? You've done the most. And then again, when it comes to clothes, you don't have to have a huge wardrobe full of like designer things. As long as you've got your aesthetic down, as long as you've got one or two pieces of clothing that you think are great, are good, you know, invest in your wardrobe, you know, mix and match. You've just got to find a sense of fashion, a sense of style, one that suits you, one that makes you feel comfortable, but one that also looks good. You can always transform a regular piece of clothing. You don't have to, you know, spend a fortune trying to look good. If you can, and if the money's in your possession, then go ahead. Not gonna stop you, you know what I'm saying? Like, do it. But if you can't, because this is supposed to be for everyone, realistically speaking, if you can't, then just work with what you have. I swear to God, there's always a way to upgrade yourself, even in the most tough situations. Okay? Next, on your presentation, you've got your accessories. I'm talking perfume, I'm talking jewelry, I'm talking, you know, headbands, hair clips, nice nails, whatever it is you can do to accessorize yourself, the better a baddie you are, you know. At the moment, you know, I'm not wearing no bling, I'm not all done up because I can't be bothered to, but, you know, it's part of the trade. Personally, I think being a baddie is part of the trade. And, you know, everything that I'm saying, I'm not trying to say that like I'm the ultimate baddie. I'm not. I feel like I've still got a long way to go to feel completely comfortable and graceful in my skin. But to how far I've come comparing to who I was before, I feel like I've made enough progress to help somebody else out there. So yeah, sis. So now that we're done with your body, your face, and all those physical things, we've got the social side of things. Now, as much as living in the moment and taking everything one day at a time sounds fun, you've also got to have a plan for yourself. Because the last thing you'd want is to have fun today and then 3 years from now feel like you're nowhere with your life, with no plan whatsoever, and just feel like you failed, you know? So personally, I like to have some sort of 5-year plan, 3-year plan, 1-year plan, whatever works for you, even if it's a 3-month plan, some sort of organization that makes me feel like I'm working towards something, you know? We are social creatures, and we will forever need some sort of motivation to wake up and keep going through the days, you know? And so if you can strategically plan out your time, then all the better for you, you know what I'm saying? You're a baddie with style, you're a baddie with brains, and you're a baddie with a plan, sis. You know, so go get that, go do that. Yeah, you know, think about your future, make sure you know what you're doing, make sure that what you're doing is for you and nobody else. Make sure that you truly believe in what you're doing. Make sure that you're fully invested, otherwise somewhere along the lines you're gonna regret it, and that's the last thing you want to do. Just make sure you've got everything in the bag. Like, I'm not gonna let anything slip here. I'm trying to make sure that you've got every single part of your life covered, so that you don't feel the need to panic, so that when you sit down and lay down at the end of the day, you feel like you've got everything covered. That is the true meaning of a baddie, you know what I'm saying? She's got her shit right. She's got everything in the bag. She's secure by all means possible, basically, and that's what I'm trying to help you with. So yeah, the last thing on the social side of things, I'd say to be a baddie would be to have a great social circle, a great friend circle. The last thing you want to do is surround yourself with people who you don't even think really care about you. Like, no, let's not do that. Don't do that to yourself. You really don't need to. 7 billion people in the world. I'm sure you've been friends with Jessica for what, 15 years or whatever. If you feel like Jessica's starting to make you feel like maybe you've grown apart, maybe she's not good for you, maybe, you know, you just want different things in life, then you've got to face that fact. But just make sure that you've got great friends around you, because they will also influence, you know, the way your life goes sometimes. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Please take care. And at that note, we are done with everything realistic that you can do to be a baddie. Now on to the more extravagant things that you don't really need, that you could just kind of splurge on yourself with. Personally, I like to do all of this. It makes me feel good. If there are other things that make you feel good and make you feel even more of a baddie, then girl, you get down to it and you do that. But here's my take on it. The first thing you can do is your nails. Get acrylics, get gel, whatever it is, get some cute little styles on there. As long as it makes you feel good, makes you feel fierce and feminine, then you know you're doing it right. Okay, baddies have always got their nails in check. Now right now I'm not going to show you my nails because they're definitely not in check, but they will be soon, I promise. But go get your nails done, go get a wig done if you want. Like I said, this is the unrealistic part of being a baddie. Not everyone can afford a wig, not everyone can afford to get acrylics every month. That's fine, but if you can do it, then why not, girl? Treat yourself. I know it sounds selfish, but you've got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of anybody else, because that will be the most fulfilling thing when you sit back and look back at everything that you've achieved. So go get those nails, go get that wig, sis. Enjoy your life, because it's only one time. The next thing you can do to feel like a baddie is redecorate your house or redecorate your room if you're still in your parents' house. I am at the moment in the middle of redecorating my bedroom. I was gonna do a video on that, but I don't know if I still will. But you can get some new paint on your walls. You can buy, you know, maybe a few art pieces, a mirror or two, you know, put up some LED lights if you want. Do whatever it is that's gonna make you feel comfortable in your bedroom, that's gonna make your bedroom feel beautiful. You know, if you want to redo your bed, you go and buy some new bedding, buy some cute fur throws, some cute shapy pillows. I don't know, whatever makes you feel comfortable. You know, get a fur rug, sis. If you need to, get a fur rug. Do whatever it is that makes you feel the most comfortable and the most enjoyable in your skin. I'm telling you, sister, just freaking do it. A few accessories you can get for your room are a diffuser or, you know, scented candles. I definitely feel like I'm in a great place if my space smells good, so I'm naturally getting me some scented candles. I always have a cute bottle of air freshener on the side just to like patch things up when I feel like, you know, I could liven the place up, whatever it is that makes you feel good. I'm gonna keep repeating this until it like sinks into your head. You know, this is all about making you feel and look good and letting the world know that you feel and look good. The next thing you could do is go to the spa, get a facial, get a pedicure, you know, get a massage, get some hot rocks, whatever it is, it's gonna relax you. You do it. I'm telling you now. I mean, where I'm at, I could freaking use a spa day, I'm telling you. And what makes it even better, do it with your girls. You know, there's nothing better than being a baddie with a gang, you know what I'm saying? Just round a bunch of girls up, go to the spa, go for lunch, take a trip. You know, like I said, this is the unrealistic part of the video, so take a trip to the lake, to an island, do whatever it is that you can afford to do to just do them up. This is for you. These are the memories. Now is the time, so don't even hold back. So as long as you can afford it and you're not using your rent money, go do it. Go do it. At this juncture, I dare say we are done with this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it was a rather long video, but you needed to hear all that, okay? I'm just putting it out there. I'm just telling you what I think, what I feel like will help you the most. And you know, if I could do that, if I could just drop off some information, then all the better. You know, I'm grateful. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, a comment, share it to your girlfriends if you want to be baddies together. You know the vibes. But thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video.